The canal tour in Copenhagen is fantastic because this is probably the most easiest way to witness most of the historical places in Copenhagen in a very short period of time. So those who are planning to visit Copenhagen can keep canal tour on their list. However, there are several places in Copenhagen from where you can buy tickets for your canal tour. I bought my ticket from Nuha, a place in Copenhagen, and there are basically two booths in Noha. One costs for 100 krona per person while the other charges 50 krona. I don't really have any idea why so. However, the boat departs every 30 minutes, so even if you miss one, you can always catch the second one. And it was a guided tour, meaning there was a guide who explained the sites and their significance. So it was really nice, and you can always choose the language of the guided tour. So in your canal tour, the first thing that will grab your attention is the Royal Opera House in Copenhagen. This is probably the finest example of typical Scandinavian architecture, and then the Royal Danish Naval Academy, which is 500 years old. Next, you get to see the Royal Pavilions Copenhagen by the sea. Just next to the Royal Pavilions, you will find Castellet Church and the most aspiring Amalienborg Palace. Later, you will get to see Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid. And then our boat turned back to explore more beautiful sights. But on our way, we got to see the Royal Danish Playhouse, which is a theater for opera and concert. Our tour guide was telling that in Copenhagen you can buy your own boat and then can live in it. So the boats you can see now is owned by such people who love nomadic life. Quite an adventure, huh? At some point, I found the other passengers from our boat got busy taking photos of something. And what's that? Later I figured out that it was the church called Stairway to Heaven. If you don't know, it is one of the greatest tourist attractions in Copenhagen. This is the Royal Danish Library, also known as Black Diamond, because when sun shines brightly, it has a reflection on the water which looks like a real diamond. After that, we headed towards Christianshavn, which is the hub of a lot of historical places. So first of all, we got to see the building called Brosen. And there was an interesting story behind the design of that building, because it was built in the shape of three crocodiles, which represents the unity between three Nordic countries: Denmark, Sweden and Norway. Later, we explored a few more places, but unfortunately I don't have all of the clips. But I can assure you that if you take the canal tour, if you are in Copenhagen, then definitely you will get to see a lot more than what you are seeing in my blog. I just wanted to share my experiences shortly, and I hope you enjoyed watching my blogs. So that's the end of my blog. See you in the next. Till then, be happy.